I'm empowered to.
I've been empowered.
We are empowered.
I've been empowered.
I'm empowered.
We are empowered.
We are empowered to give back to our Jackson County community.
Top stories for today are kitty carts returning to Kroger, information about upcoming SATs, and crowded school buses. I'm Dakota.
I'm Tyler, and this is ESN TV News.
For those of you who want to go to college, the SATs are tests run by the College Board. They are required in most colleges and heavily encouraged in others.
The scores can range from 400 to 1600 and can be taken more than once. Today, we'll have some advice on how to prepare for them with Drew and Pedro.
As you know, the SAT is coming up this March, and I'm here with Ms. Dooley, the counselor at Empower, to talk about the SAT. In your own words, how would you describe why the SAT is important?
So, as many people know, a lot of colleges require entrance exams, and the SAT is one of those entrance exams, along with the ACT and also the AccuPlacer. So it's really important for students, if they have goals of going to any type of college, to take one of those types of entrance exams, and the SAT is a really great option. Also, if students are interested in dual enrollment, they may need SAT scores. So it's important for students to really kind of start thinking about those tests early. And one more major reason that kids, I think, forget about is that SAT is tied to scholarship and free money. So if you guys remember, Zell Miller Scholarship is one of the major scholarships available to students in the state of Georgia. And part of that scholarship and earning that scholarship is that students have to have a 1200 on the SAT in one sitting. So that means you can't take it multiple times and combine your scores. You actually have to get that score in one test administration, or a 26 on the ACT. So in order to earn that scholarship, it's really important. That's 100% of tuition paid for to Georgia colleges. So that's a major reason to take one of those tests. And other scholarships as well also look at SAT and ACT test scores. So it can be very helpful when you're talking about free money for college.
How should students prepare for the SAT?
Oh man, there's a lot of resources available to prepare for any type of test, but particularly SAT and ACT have a lot of free online resources that you can access. So one of those resources is Khan Academy. You probably have heard of it because you may have used it to study for other content areas and classes, but Khan Academy is a great resource. It's a website that students can use, and it has free resources there. Collegeboard.com, where you sign up for the SAT, has tons and tons of resources for SAT. They have free actual online practice tests that that students can access, and they have test questions and things you can print out. ACT has the same thing, so definitely lots of resources online, especially through the websites that you actually sign up for the test. You can purchase paper hard copy books, SAT prep or ACT prep books, but with so much online that's free, that's really unnecessary. If you have it, that's awesome, but you don't have to go out and purchase anything really to be able to prepare for either of those tests.
How many times do you recommend students take the SAT?
So I would say 2 at least. I think that students need to take a test once to get a baseline for what they can do and where they are. So I don't necessarily tell students to take the test without studying first, but you need to take the test at least once to see where you are. And then from there, do some really good prep in between your first time and your second time to see how much you can improve those scores. Generally, you may want to take it one more time if you need to. 3 times is, a good number, not necessary, but a good number. But really after that, you're probably not going to improve too terribly much unless you are just doing tons and tons of prep in a different way. So I think 2 is really a must, 3 is optional.
For more information about upcoming SATs, talk to your assigned counselor at your home school. Next up, we have a report about a popular cart returning to Kroger.
For 3 years, COVID-19 has prevented us from enjoying everyday activities. Now, we're starting to return to normal and bring back things for us to enjoy. One of those includes a race cart that many of us enjoyed as children. And now, an interview with Alexander Yang about his opinion on the race cart's return. So what makes you love these Kroger carts so much?
Their cars, they're amazing. It makes me feel like a kid again.
How do you feel about these carts being back after about a year of hiatus?
I'm so glad, bro. Oh my god. It's a bit of a struggle to bring them inside, but like when they're inside, it's so much fun. Yeah, I'd be having like 3 coworkers here, and we'd be like dashing through like the store. Yeah, it's amazing.
Do you think the kids love the fact that these carts are finally back?
Dude, I think they like it because every time, like, they're always gone every time we go in there. They're like always out of stock. Yeah, I love it. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Tyler. And now a small commercial break. When we return, we'll be talking about crowded buses and how it might affect your ride to and from school.
Because of the shortage of bus drivers, your morning drive might be a bit more crowded. We have Dakota and Hayden reporting on the issue.
Good morning, Empower. Buses are beginning to implement new rules to keep students safe when getting on and off the bus. Firstly, students are expected to take off their earbuds and headphones when getting on and off the bus. This is to make sure they can hear the bus driver in case they need to tell them something important, or need them to stop in case of emergencies. Bus drivers are also cracking down on keeping your feet out of the seats while the bus is moving. This is to prevent possible injuries while the bus is moving and in case of a crash. More on this as it develops. I'll wrap up news for today. If you need to check for news in your home school, please go to the school's website. Stay safe, and this is Dakota and Tyler on ESN TV.